you know are who really think relationship building is important and are not just takers, right? They're givers as well. They're here to not just teach us about their own business, but to learn about other people's businesses, because in this group, HSSBN, I think, has a great reputation of good collaborations, right? We see a lot of collaborations happening between members, and of course, exchanging business, right? That's really important. You build those relationships, you get to know people, you ask questions about their business, you learn what they do and what they excel at, and then maybe you try it, or you know somebody that's looking for their services. So don't forget that that's the important part about networking.
Probably the biggest thing when, if you're a person who sells a widget or you're a person who sells a service, that is difficult because you want to sell, but God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? So how do you listen to help pass that business? Like to introduce people, because sometimes you can't give them a piece of business, but Christine needs to meet such and such financial advisor that I've just met. So think about that, because that's going to help foster it as well. I guess we'll do wins and shout outs afterwards. I've been listening, so I don't know how the flow is lately.
So we got Claudia will be our 10-minute presenter this morning. So we'll leave a few minutes for questions if you have any. And of course, she does have a big event coming up on Valentine's Day here. If you had a ticket to go to the show last weekend, it was postponed, and there's still tickets available. She may tell you more about that, or do you have QR codes out about it?
Yeah, there's the cards at the front.
Okay, cards at the front about that. And then the next big event that's coming up will be the Spring Fling, so that'll be in April. So keep an eye out for that. And if you come to the meetings regularly, so like this is your first meeting, but if you've been coming and you're involved in the HSSBN community, we do have a private Facebook group that you can join. It's not really an advertising site. It's another way for you to educate us about your business, ask questions. We've had people put logos up, which one's better. So it's kind of a safe space, right? So if you're not in the group, if you're not in the Facebook group and you've been coming and you want to join, please apply to that. And I think that's really it. So we'll do Claudia, and then we'll go around the room. We'll do about 30 seconds, and then if we stick to 30 seconds, there should be time for shout-outs and events and things like that at the end. And we've got to give away a few giveaways. Okay. All right, we'll take it away, Ms. Claudia.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. I do appreciate it, because I know it's still freezing cold out there. And has everybody had enough to eat and drink? Has everybody had enough? And again, let's all say thank you to Christine and Diane for always hosting this. A big thank you. Okay. Today, I'm going to tell you what hypnosis is. Okay? However, first of all, shall we get the energy up?
Yes!
Yes! Okay, so I am going to do this first of all, and then you are all going to follow it with me. Are you ready? So I'll show you how you do it.
Okay.
My mind is still like water. My body is strong like a mountain. My heart is fierce like a lion. Rah! Okay, stand up everybody and let's play. Here are the words. Are we ready? So we'll do it all together. Are we ready? Hands together like this. My mind is still like water. My body is strong like a mountain. My heart is fierce like a lion. Roar! Okay, now don't you all feel awesome? Yes. Okay, so let's get the show on the road. Okay, hypnosis. Hypnosis is BS. Is BS. Belief system. Okay? So, what do I mean by that? Okay, well, at some point, somebody decided to make car parks. Okay? Do you call that here?
No.
Parking lot? Oh, for God's sake, you see. There's only Haley Joe who understands me. Okay, so parking lots. And they made like a little square, and then they did little white lines. And a belief system for all of us, many of us, is, oh, I have to get inside those 2 white lines. Okay? Now, some days we are so intent on getting in those 2 white lines that we will get it, oh no, and we'll get back in the car, start it up again, and get back into those 2 white lines. Sometimes we see other people who are really skew with, right? We go, They weren't in their little white lines, because our belief system is that you need to be in those white lines. And then there are some people who will park right in the middle or on a white line and have loads of space on either side because they have a nice new shiny car and maybe they don't want people to scratch it. So it's whatever their belief system is. And so many of us have a belief system. We all do, okay? It could be, I'm scared of snakes. All snakes will kill me. It could be, it's Troy here. He's the maths guy. It's like, so many children, I am bad at math. So many adults, I am bad at math. I cannot do it, okay? That is a belief system, all right? And that is what hypnosis is. Everybody, so just say, just say that's your brain. And you have this belief system that goes on and on inside your head. I am not good enough. I can't do math. I'm scared of falling. I'm not worthy. I'm unlovable. I don't know what your belief system is, but so many people have a negative one. It's great if you have a good one, keep that one. If you have a negative one, okay? So it can go on and on and on. People hypnotize themselves into this belief system. And if we have this word belief, can everybody see that? What is that word inside belief?
Lie.
Yes, lie. I lie. Everybody tells themselves little stories. Little negative stories. All the time. I'm not worthy, I'm fat, I'll never be able to do that, I'll never be able to do video, I'll never be able to run my own business, I'll never understand how to do whatever it is, okay? And that becomes a belief system. My job is to de-hypnotize people out of that belief system and create a new belief system. That is what I do. Hypnosis is not magic. Hypnosis is not voodoo. Hypnosis is you do. I help people to do it really effectively and efficiently so that you do you a lot better than you're doing already. And that is what I do. So, let me explain this one as well. I could talk about this forever, by the way. This is, say, the barrel of life. Stuff happens and it's meant to flow through there. Do you know what though? That gets clogged. And that is with an initial sensitizing event. Then there's an activating event, and then there's lots of other subsequent sensitizing events until people are overflowing with anxiety, with debilitating, crippling depression, with all sorts of things that we see people like that, okay? They can't get out of the house, can't do stuff, just nervous all the time. My job, I get these two, unplugs that, and the rest come down like dominoes. Let me explain what an initial sensitizing event is. Imagine there is a rug, and there's a little 3-year-old girl playing there, and there's a black widow spider there. Mother sees the black widow spider, scoops up her little girl and says, "Don't touch that, it'll kill you." And she would, right? And then 3 months later, Big Brother comes around, starts scaring little sister. That is the activating event. And then funny enough, it's an S. All subsequent spiders could kill her. It starts with something here, and then it just can overlap and starts to catastrophize. So how am I doing for time?
Like 6 minutes?
6 minutes. This represents a part in our brain called the amygdala, okay? And it's always looking after us, going fight, flight, freeze, fight, flight, freeze. And it's brilliant because our brains are working so fabulously. We need it to, because right now if a bear came in here, we'd all go like that, wouldn't we? And we'd go like we'd move pretty damn quick. If I said to you, everybody, quick, run up here right now, you'd go, what is she talking about? But not a problem. Not a problem if a bear came in here right now. Okay? So aren't our brains amazing? Thank you, brain. Can you all just say thank you, brain, a minute?
Thank you, brain.
Yeah, because it looks after us, okay? So imagine we're in a bank and a robber comes in with a gun. We go like that, yeah? We'd all freeze. And he smells of a really stinky cologne. And then he grabs us by our shoulders and he shoves us in a closet. Now we're all trapped. Now, police come, they take him away. Oh, we go back down there. But you know what? We don't like being touched on our shoulders anymore because he anchored in fear. Okay? Some of us might not like elevators. Some of us might not like flying. Some of us, if we're in a small room, might always have to have the doors open. And 20 years later, you could smell of that stinky cologne and have a full-blown panic attack, and you had no idea why you were getting panicky and nervous. But the amygdala remembers why. Because when we are trapped, when anybody is trapped, and people are trapped if they're raped, if they are abused, children in cars where parents are screaming and shouting, if there's some catastrophic things that are happening around the world, people feel trapped. And when that happens, their amygdala is wide open, cortisol is running, adrenaline is a memory fixer, and it's called an amperoceptor, but I say it's like a big blob of poo, sticks on here, and it stays. And that is why people get stuck, and they cannot seem to just move forward in their businesses. They cannot seem to move forward. They always have trust issues. They are constantly doing other behaviours. Could be biting nails, could be pulling hair, could be smoking, drinking too much. It could be whatever it is, so that they do not feel the pain of this. It is a distraction. What I do day in, day out for people is clear these. I get your poop in a group. You will feel it, and then together we deal it, and it is healed. I do not call myself a healer because I like other people to know that they can do it themselves, because I give techniques, I give strategies, and I use metaphors to explain how you all can manage your own lives. And that is what I do. And I use hypnosis as the most amazing tool to help me future-pace people, as in seeing yourself, visualizing yourself in the future, feeling fantastic, looking the way you want to look, feeling the way you want to feel, and doing all the things that you want to do. That is what I do. So I have, I've got a gift here. I'm on April the 19th, 1 p.m. I am doing a group first session with me. It's on Zoom, it's online, obviously because it's on Zoom. And it's because usually a first session with me, being transparent, is $397. That is the first 2-hour session. This is group. It is like having a first session with me, and I literally give all of my techniques and strategies in that session. It's $97. I have a special promo code. It's HSSBN 20 off. Okay, so I'm going to put all that in the
write that down
in the thing because it's this one. It's called Becoming a Happier You. It's like having a first session with me, and then you'll be able to identify what crap needs to be you need to let go of, if you do indeed. But no matter what, it's a fabulous light bulb moment of why other people behave the way they do in your life. I've got loads of free stuff on here. There's one whole load of weight management. There's one for carers here, people living with dementia. And there's another one here for overpower your overwhelm. Loads of techniques and strategies. These are free e-guides.
and they are amazing. Do not be bashful about coming up and scanning these codes. I've worked with Claudia. She's worth every penny and then some. She is absolutely amazing. And I have a friend who has severe anxiety and panic attacks, and drove to her one day to get her from her car, brought her back to her home, and I played your healing globe. I put her on the floor, put her legs up, and just had her relax, and I played like the healing globe for her, and she's been using it like ever since. And yeah, so don't be bashful. We all have something, most of us have something we probably all do, we just don't
Yeah,
realize.
and that's free. That's on my YouTube channel. That hidden
yeah,
load. It's free.
It's amazing, but
I try and give as much free as I possibly can to help people. And even this Sunday, actually, I've got a free bunny talk process group help to help people with any of these.
You should do this again just so you can do the bunny talk. But it's a great way for you to learn about Claudia. So when she offers all of these opportunities, it's a way for you to get to know her and what she does better, so that you can refer her to other people. So I mean, there is a connection here, right? This is something we learn about her business, so we can help, not just for ourselves, but so that when we encounter people that might be able to benefit from Claudia's services, we know how to refer her.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Excellent.
Any questions at all?
We've got prizes. Did everybody
I
get
got
their
prizes.
business card in the box? Okay, so you're doing the discount for everybody, right? So we don't have to draw.
Yeah, no, you
anything
don't
for
need to draw that.
Okay.
But there is one free place. So let's draw
Oh,
that.
okay,
So,
all
but,
right,
and then you'll have
so-
to come and see me afterwards to give me your. So if somebody is gonna join me
Here, do
anyway,
you wanna draw?
whether you like it or not.
Dan Brown, Sir
Dan.
Whoa!
Hey, fantastic!
Okay.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I'll onboard you on my account.
Yeah, it's worth it. Okay, and then.
I've got there's a Mamma Mia.
And she's got a Mamma Mia's gift card too.
Do we know where it is?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
it's here. It's alright. It's here. I found
My
it.
card in there.
Beverly
Oh,
Rogers.
Beverly!
Yay.
Did she eat wishes?
Excellent.
Did she get a nice compliment? Excellent. Wonderful. And then we also, that was very generous. So you're good. I can move on to this one.
Yes,
we
of
have
course.
Okay, so we have a bonus prize too, from Sharon Galuzzo.
Stand up so everybody knows who
She
you
has
are.
it.
This is my latest, our best-selling book. I think it's an international bestseller. It's Visibility. It's myself and a bunch of other people. It's all of the visibility stories and how can you get yourself out there and be seen.
Adam Libby.
Um,
Did I say that right?
All right, there you
Appreciate
go.
it.
Congratulations. And hi, I didn't get a chance to say hi to you yet today. Okay, excellent. So we're good with that? All right, wonderful.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. All very good listeners.
All right. So we're going to go around the room now and do our 30 seconds. So if you've been here before, you know my alarm sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. So if it does go off and it didn't go off for the 10 people before,